What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode about Sim Empire. Today we're going to be talking about making military units, and then we're going to talk about moving the military around the map. So first, let's talk about the buildings and the cost of the troops. So we've got an infantry barracks here. I'm looking at this guy here. I'm going to click it a few times so it moves. We've got stable over here. We've got archer barracks here. And then we've got cavalry barracks down here. Also have an armory here. And a spare cavalry barracks there. So let's start with what you get first, which is infantry. So let's go into infantry barracks info. Again, this is the info button that everyone seems to miss. It's really important for building your residences. It's really important, really, for the game, like as you'll see. Let's click it. So the first thing you get are martyrs. And if we click the info button in the top right-hand corner, it opens up more information about it. So most importantly, if you want to make one martyr, you need to have one worker available. So, in my case, I've got 178 workers available, so I'd be able to make one martyr, actually. So that's what that means. This is the most basic military unit. They're flexible, but their combat effectiveness is low. Then you've got some stats over here. You've got your training queue, where you can start training 5 of them. And then you've got your 3 cost. So one troop is going to cost you 10 minutes. It'll cost you 60 gold, and it will cost you 1 load of weapons. All makes sense. So let's start training some. Boom. So there's 5 of them, 10 minutes each, 15 minutes, 5 loads of weapon, 300 gold. Boom. So we paid for it. Let's go to our other infantry barracks. Also, let's make sure we have enough loads of weapons to even be doing this. We only have 25. So I'm going to show you the Spearmen. So the Spearmen attributes only takes 1 worker, but it costs 2 weapons, 140 gold, and 20 minutes each. So I'm actually going to hold off on that because I want to do some cavalry. So cavalry are a little complex. I made a mistake when I was trying to make cavalry. I made this stable here. And it says, 4 horses, 240 grain, 8-hour cycle. So I made a bunch of horses, thinking I was making cavalry. And I needed this for chapter 29 to be finished. I needed to make 25 cavalry. So I made a bunch of horses. I made like 20 horses at a time. And the chapter wouldn't let me finish. The chapter said you need 25 hussars. And, I'd seen them here in the cavalry barrack, but then I went to the stable to make the troops. Huge mistake, obviously. So when you look at the hussar, you'll notice this down here. So this is what we're looking at. It takes 1 horse. Of course it does. It's a cavalry troop. So 300 gold, 1 load of weapons, and a horse. So let's go see if we have horses. Let's go double check. So I'm going to go click up here. I have 73 horses, 25 loads of weapons. So let's go ahead and let's make some cavalry, or some hussars, I should say. Let's be correct. So it's going to cost 5 horses, 5 loads of weapon, 1,500 gold. We're going to train them. And let's just keep this going. I really want cavalry, but I also want a balanced army. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do those. Those are archers. We'll get there in a minute. I'm going to do these spearmen here. Boom. And now let's look at the archers. So these are the archers that I have unlocked. They take 1 resident, 1 load of weapon. Get them made. There we go. So that's training troops. The mistake that I made was I made the horses, didn't make the hussars, so I had a bunch of horses. I even wrote an email to customer service saying that I was held up on the chapter and the chapter was glitching. And then, of course, as soon as I hit send, I realized my mistake. So if you're stuck on chapter 29 because you need to build Calvary or Hussars, just make sure you're building horses and Hussars, and you should get it. So, military movement. Let's move to the world map. So I'm going to click my plus sign down here. That's right down there. I'm going to click my world map. So I recently moved to a new world. This is World 1207. This is where my alliance is currently trying to take pretty much everything, but we're meeting some resistance. People are recognizing it. So it's no fun. Sometimes people see what you're up to. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take this woods here. Every 24 hours, you get 60 woods. I think I want a bigger one. Let's see if there's a bigger one available. Doesn't look like it. And if there is one available that's really far away, the march time will probably be extreme. There's one. So let's see if it's better. 120. Oh, it's occupied by one of my friends. Okay, that's good. I don't mind that. All right. So let's go back to my base. Let's see if we can find something close by that'll benefit us. I really, I'm at this point where I could use anything really in the game. Everything helps. So I think I'm going to occupy this. So I'm going to go to my army. And I'm going to click arrived here. So I'm going to do that again for you. If you click info, you can get caught up in here. And you can not realize that if you click arrived here, move troops, select troops from afar to move here. So I want to move about 200 troops in. So I'm going to click my Hussars. I'm going to click my Spearmen. Oh, wait. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do my archers first. They're going to take an hour and 40 minutes to get there. That's something to notice. I'm going to do my Hussars. They're also going to take an hour and 40 minutes to get there. I'm going to do my Spearmen. Now, you want to move in a large amount of troops because if you do, you have a better chance of winning the little mini battle, which I'll show you, I guess, in an hour and 40 minutes. So just to be... Now, I'm in a hostile, I'm in this territory. There's lots of people around me that are, big enough to attack me. I've got alliance mates around me, so I don't think they would, but, yeah. The game's new. People are young. If I do get attacked, there's lots of room to rebuild. So I'm actually going to move all my troops. I was going to save troops and keep them home, but on second thought, I've only been playing the game 2 weeks. The game's only 6 months old. I think there's going to be room to repair if I lose everything. As far as mobile games, I play Evany, The King's Return. I've been playing that for over 5 years. So, an hour and 40 minutes march time is not the end of the world. It is long. Maybe there's going to be something in the skill tree that'll help me shorten that down. But that's part one of military movement. Now, what I'm going to show you in the next little segment is the battle that goes on here at this forest, and then moving your troops home, moving some troops to defensive position, and what that looks like. So stay tuned. We'll crack into the next piece. So it begins. I'm not doing anything here. This is the computer doing it all. So, the computer's just kind of walking through. It's playing the battle out almost like a simulation would, or, like if you were to set these unit types on a battle simulator and run it, it's just kind of like running out its own self. It's going through them. It says there's no actions, probably because there's no enemies in front of them. So we won the battle. Yay. So there we go. Looks like I've lost a few troops in the process. Looks like I lost one martyr, one archer. So yeah, that's what a battle looks like. Now we're going to go back to the main world, and this notification goes up for the entire map to see. So the other day, this forest here had one of these red flags above it, and I was going to attack it, but I didn't have all my troops available because I was new to this part of the map. So that's another thing. If you're teleporting to a new part of the map, you're on a 24-hour cooldown. It takes 24 hours for your troops to march to your new city. So just be wary of that. So now I've got my troops over here. I don't think anyone's going to attack me. I'm fairly confident that, So what I'm going to do to get my troops home, and this is really important. This also, it threw me off at first. It threw off some of my friends. What you got to do is you click the territory and you click arrived here. I'm sorry. No, you click the info button. Then you go to army, and then you click the things that you want to send home, and you want to say remove from station. Confirm. That's going to put them on standby, and when they're on standby, you can recall them to your home city. And now I'm going to click my home city, and I'm going to say info. Oh, no. Arrived here. Now these are my troops that are afar, and we can click them and we say confirm. It's going to take an hour and 40 minutes to get home, just like it took to get there. Boom. So in this time, I believe your city can be attacked. And because I sent all my troops out, there's no one defending my city. I also have less people defending my resource spot. So if one of my neighbors wanted to raid my resource spot, I'd have less troops there defending it. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope this shows you everything you need. Is taking resource spots worth it? Yeah, absolutely. The reason why it's worth it is because even if it's only 60 wood, like every 24 hours, or 120 wood every 24 hours, it's wood you wouldn't have anyways. And the troops don't cost anything except for time, and, just the time and effort to train them. They don't, there's no burden to training a bunch of troops. So you might as well take as many territories as you can. I think that's what I'm going to start doing here in the next few days. So yeah, if I missed anything, let me know. Next video will probably be attacking another player. So I hope it's not you. And let's play. All right, you guys. If you've gotten this far in the video, hit like, hit subscribe, show me some love. If you have questions, as always, put them in the comments. I'm here to help. Thank you guys for the support. I've noticed, I've seen you guys. I appreciate it. And till next time, play safe, stay strong.